We wrote our names in promises, like time would never dare to move. Two hearts believing in forever, that we didn't have to prove. But love doesn't ask for permission, it just slowly drifts apart. And what we thought was endless was just the start of a broken heart. I held on like it was sacred, like forever had a shield. But even the strongest feelings eventually learn to yield. Even forever ends, no matter how we try. It falls apart in silence when truth stops staying kind. We were never built for endings, so we called it meant to be. But even forever ends, and it ended you and me. We planned a life in future tense, like it already was our own. But the distance grew between us, in every word we never spoke. You changed in ways I couldn't follow, I stayed in ways you couldn't see. And somewhere in between the distance, we lost what used to be. No warning, no disaster, just a fading of the flame. And I still call it forever, even though it's not the same. Even forever ends, it doesn't ask for right or wrong. It just becomes a memory of a love that took too long. I still see us in the daylight of a life we couldn't keep. But even forever ends before it falls asleep. If I could pause the universe, I'd stop the moment we changed. Before the love we built together started slowly feeling strange. But nothing in this world is fixed, not even hearts that bend. Because even the strongest forever eventually meets an end. Even forever ends, and I still feel the fall. Two names once written closely, now barely touch at all. I thought we were unbreakable, but truth refused to pretend. Because even forever ends, and we became the end. Forever wasn't infinite, it was just a beautiful lie that learned how to say goodbye. Pat your memory in silence, left it where the light can't go. but even empty hands remember the weight they used to know. I walk around this broken distance like I'm still expecting you, but every room just tells me softly there's nothing left to hold on to. I reach out into the echoes, but they don't reach back for me. And every hope I try to build here falls apart so easily. There's nothing left to hold, just shadows where you used to be. A love that slipped right through my fingers like it never needed me. I keep pretending I'm still steady, but I'm falling without sound, because everything I live for isn't anywhere around. There's nothing left to hold but the pieces of goodbye. Your voice still plays in fragments in places I can't escape. Even time feels unfamiliar since the day you walked away. I tried to build new beginnings, but they crumble when they start, because nothing ever stays whole when it's missing half a heart. I tell myself I'm stronger, that I'm learning how to cope, but strength feels like pretending that I don't still miss home. There's nothing left to hold, no warmth inside your name, just echoes of a future that forgot how to remain. I search the empty spaces where your touch used to exist, but all I find is fading air and memories I miss. There's nothing left to hold, just the ghost of what we were. If I could gather every moment, I try to make them stay, but love doesn't wait for anyone when it chooses to decay. I'm learning how to stand here without falling into you, but it's hard to hold a life that doesn't know what to do. There's nothing left to hold, no reason left to stay, just a heart still trying to remember what it lost along the way. I thought that time would heal me, but it only taught me how to break, 'cause even healing feels like losing when it's everything you take. There's nothing left to hold, and nothing left of you. Empty hands, heavy heart, still holding what is gone. We didn't end the way we should've. No final fight, no last goodbye. We just started falling slowly while pretending we were fine. I saw it in the way you changed me, in the space between your calls. We didn't break in a moment, we broke in silent falling walls. And I kept thinking we were healing when we were already gone. Two hearts still staying together, just to prove they were strong. We were broken before goodbye, we just didn't say the truth. We were holding on to nothing that was already breaking loose. Every kiss felt like a memory of a love we couldn't save. We didn't fall when it ended, we were falling every day. We were broken before goodbye. We still smiled in front of people, played the part of you and me. But behind closed doors it echoed with what we used to be. Every word became a distance, every touch felt out of place. We were ghosts inside a love story that forgot its own face. No one noticed how we faded, how the spark turned into gray. We were dying in slow motion long before we walked away. We were broken before goodbye, we just never said out loud that forever lost its meaning in a silent, crowded crowd. I still see us in the fragments of what we tried to believe, but the truth is we were shattered before we learned to leave. We were broken before goodbye, and goodbye just made it real. If I could turn back all the moments, I'd see the signs I ignored, the quiet way we drifted further while pretending there was more. But love doesn't always shatter with a single final blow. Sometimes it just stops growing and forgets how to let go. We were broken before goodbye, we just couldn't face the fall. Two hearts still acting perfect while forgetting how to call. Now I live inside the after, where your shadow still remains. But the truth that hurts the deepest is we were broken all the same. We were broken before goodbye, and I still feel every piece. Goodbye didn't break us, we were already gone. myself I'd forget you, that time would wash you out of me. But every night I still remember the way we used to breathe. Your name still hides in quiet moments, in places I don't plan to go. And even when I try to move on, it's the only word I know. I've changed the locks, I've changed my life, but not the way I feel inside. 'Cause no matter where I run to, you're still the place I hide. My heart still calls your name, even when I tell it no. Even when I try to silence everything I used to know. It whispers in my broken sleep, it aches in every beat I take. No matter how much time I get, it never learns to break. My heart still calls your name, and I don't know how to stop it. I see a shadow in the doorway, and strangers walking past the street. I hear you laugh inside the silence when I'm trying not to think. The world keeps moving like it's easy, like I'm supposed to be okay. But every step I take without you just pulls me back your way. They say let go and you'll be fine, but they don't know what I still feel. 'Cause letting go of someone doesn't always make it real. My heart still calls your name, like it never learned goodbye. Like you're still somewhere out there, just refusing to reply. I've tried to love 1,000 times, but none of them feel the same. 'Cause every part of me is lost when my heart calls your name. My heart still calls your name, even when you're not listening. If I could rewrite forever, I'd start with you and me. Not perfect, not unbroken, just something meant to be. But now I live in echoes of a love I can't reclaim. And every night I fall apart when my heart calls your name. My heart still calls your name through every tear I try to hide, through every fake I'm doing better. Then I tell the world outside, you're the ghost I can't erase, the wound that never learned to fade. No matter how I try to heal, it's still the sound my heart has made. My heart still calls your name, and it always will remain. Some names fade, but yours never learned how. We were never fully broken, but we were never truly whole. Somewhere between I need you In the places we let go, you held my hand like maybe, like tomorrow wasn't sure. And I loved you in the spaces where love wasn't meant to hurt. We danced around the ending like we could outsmart the fall. But silence knew the truth of us, we were losing it all. You were my almost forever, the one that never quite became, a love that lived in what if, but never learned my name. We were close enough to heaven, just to feel what we could miss. You were my almost forever, and forever ended like this. We made plans we never followed, spoke of futures we never reached. Every promise felt so fragile, like it didn't dare to breathe. You stayed when it was easy, left when it got real. And I'm still trying to explain how something half can feel so real. We weren't lovers in a story, we were chapters left unsaid, a beautiful beginning that never found its end. You were my almost forever, but love that never learned to stay. We were written in the margins of a book we couldn't play. I still see us in the distance, like a dream I can't let go. You were my almost forever, and that's the hardest thing I know. If timing was a person, it would laugh at what we tried. Two hearts so close together, still somehow out of line. I don't hate you for the leaving, I just hate what we became. A love that almost mattered, but never learned its name. You were my almost forever, and I'll carry you in me. Not a love that ever ended, just a love that couldn't be. We were right in every moment that was never meant to last. You were my almost forever, and forever went too fast. Not goodbye, not hello. Just almost. I gave you all my empty mornings, my dreams, my peace, my sanity. I put your name before my heartbeat, like you were everything in me. my soul just to fit you. Even when I broke inside, I lost myself in loving someone who never learned to stay or try. And I thought that love was selfless, but I forgot where I began. Now I'm just the echo of a person I used to live within. I loved you more than me, more than I should have ever done. I gave you every piece of me until there was only none. You walked away so easily while I was learning how to breathe. The truth that hurts the most to say. I loved you more than me. I ignored the signs you gave me, like silence wasn't loud enough. I called your distance just a moment while you were falling out of love. I stayed when I should have left first. I held on when I should have run. And now I'm standing in the ruins of a war I thought I won. They say love should never hurt you, but I wore pain like loyalty. I thought if I loved you harder, you would finally choose me. I loved you more than me, and that's the reason I broke down. I gave you all my life to keep you, but you still turned around. Now I don't know who I am without you, or who I'm supposed to be. All I know is every part of me. Loved you more than me. If love was meant to save us, why did I disappear? I poured my whole existence into someone never here. I thought that giving everything would make you finally stay, but all it did was teach me how to lose myself this way. I loved you more than me, and it cost me everything I had. Every piece I gave you freely now comes back twice as bad. I see myself in shattered mirrors, a stranger I can't believe. The saddest truth I ever learned is I loved you more than me, and that's the reason I still bleed. I thought that was love, but maybe it was just me disappearing for someone who never looked back. I gave you all my empty mornings, my dreams, my peace, my sanity. I put your name before my heartbeat, like you were everything in me. I bent my soul just to fit you. Even when I'm broke inside, I lost myself in loving someone who never learned to stay or try. And I thought that love was selfless, but I forgot where I began. Now I'm just the echo of a person I used to live within. I loved you more than me, more than I should have ever done. I gave you every piece of me until there was only none. You walked away so easily while I was learning how to breathe. The truth that hurts the most to say, I loved you more than me. I ignored the signs you gave me, like silence wasn't loud enough. I called your distance just a moment while you were falling out of love. I stayed when I should have left first. I held on when I should have run. Now I'm standing in the ruins of a war I thought I won. They say love should never hurt you, but I wore pain like loyalty. I thought if I loved you harder, you would finally choose me. I loved you more than me, and that's the reason I broke down. I gave you all my life to keep you, but you still turned around. Now I don't know who I am without you, or who I'm supposed to be. All I know is every part of me loved you more than me. If love was meant to save us, why did I disappear? I poured my whole existence into someone never here. I thought that giving everything would make you finally stay, but all it did was teach me how to lose myself this way. I loved you more than me, and it cost me everything I had. Every piece I gave you freely now comes back twice as bad. I see myself in shattered mirrors, a stranger I can't believe. The saddest truth I ever learned is I loved you more than me, and that's the reason I still bleed. I thought that was love, but maybe it was just me disappearing for someone who never looked back. You said it soft like it was nothing, like leaving me was just a phase. No thunderstorm, no final warning, just silence dressed in empty grays. I stood there trying to look stronger while my world fell apart inside. You didn't see the war you started when you chose not to stay and fight. Now every room feels like an echo of a name I still can't erase. And every second I remember the way you didn't look away. Your goodbye still hurts like it happened yesterday, like my heart forgot to heal when you walked the other way. I pretend I'm doing better, but the truth is I still burn every time I hear your silence. Your goodbye still hurts. I learned to smile in public places, to hide the cracks you left behind. But in the dark I still fall pieces every night at the same time. Your shadow lives in all my corners, even where the light should be. I tried to bury every memory, but they keep digging into me. They say love fades like weather, but mine never learned to change. It just keeps raining in my chest since the day you walked away. Your goodbye still hurts like a wound that won't close up. Every I'm fine I tell the world is just me giving up. I don't know how to fix this, I don't know where I went wrong, but every night I lose the battle to the place where you belong. Your goodbye still hurts, and I don't know how to heal. If I could rewrite that moment, I'd beg you not to turn around. Or maybe I'd say nothing at all, just to keep you here somehow. But time doesn't give forgiveness, it just teaches me to cope with the version of forever that turned into letting go. Your goodbye still hurts, even after all this time, like your memory still whispers through the cracks inside my mind. I try to build a future where your name was not the truth, but every path I walk in silence still leads me back to you. I should be moving on by now, but I'm still where we fell apart, because no matter how I try to leave, your goodbye still hurts my heart. Some goodbyes fade with time, others just learn how to stay. Yours never left. The sun came up like any other morning, but something never woke inside of me. Your side of the bed was cold and empty, like love had packed its bags silently. The clock kept counting every second, while my world stood frozen in goodbye. I learned that hearts don't always shatter. Sometimes they simply stop trying. No screaming, no broken windows, no last kiss beneath the rain. Just two strangers wearing memories, walking separate ways. The day my heart went quiet, every dream forgot my name. The laughter turned to echoes, nothing ever sounded the same. Your I love you became a ghost, your touch became the coldest night. I didn't lose my heartbeat, I just lost the reason why. The day my heart went quiet, it never learned to sing again. Your picture still hangs on my wall, but your eyes don't recognize me now. I still replay your favorite songs, wondering where forever broke somehow. The flowers we planted together bloom without knowing you're gone. Even spring can't fix the winter. You've been leaving me alone. People tell me time is healing, but time just teaches how to hide. You can smile for everybody while your soul quietly dies. The day my heart went quiet, the colors slowly disappear. Even the stars looked broken, like they cried the same old tears. You walked away so easily, while I stayed behind to fall apart. The world kept turning without us, but mine stopped in the dark. The day my heart went quiet, love forgot where I belong. If silence had a heartbeat, it would sound exactly like tonight. Every unanswered message, every sleepless, endless fight. I never wanted perfect, I only wanted you to stay. But forever ended softly when you looked the other way. The day my heart went quiet, the music finally lost its tune. The moon became my witness as I whispered your name to the moon. Every promise turned to ashes, every future disappeared. I became a home of empty rooms, haunted by the love that vanished here. I still wear the scars you left me, like tattoos no one can erase. Every mirror shows your memory, every tear still holds your face. The day my heart went quiet, I didn't stop loving you. I just ran out of words to tell you how much it hurt. Some heartbreaks are loud. They leave shattered glass and goodbye letters. Mine was different. You smiled. You left the door closed. And that was promise we'd outlive the stars. Two hearts written in the same sky. I built a home inside your arms. Never thought I'd watch you die. Your sweater's hanging by the door, like you're coming back someday. But silence learned to speak your name, while you slowly walked away. I kept your voice inside my chest, like a prayer that wouldn't fade. But every memory turned to ash the moment that you changed. You broke my forever, love forever in the rain. Turn our always into never. Now forever wears your name. You stole the future we were dreaming, watched our fire lose its light. Now I'm holding broken pieces of the love we couldn't fight. You broke my forever, now forever breaks me every night. I still set 2 cups on the table, like my heart forgot goodbye. Every corner of this empty room still believes your little lies. The pictures smile from better days, when forever felt so close. Now every frame reminds me I'm the one who loves you most. I keep asking heaven why love can disappear this fast. If forever was a promise, why couldn't ours just last? You broke my forever, left forever in the rain. Turned our always into never. Now forever wears your name. Every dream we used to whisper apart without a sound. I'm still searching through the wreckage for a love I never found. You broke my forever, now forever never comes around. If missing you could build a bridge, I'd walk across 1,000 storms. If tears could rewrite destiny, I'd still be safe inside your arms. But time keeps moving without mercy, while my heart stays where you left. You're living like I never mattered. I'm surviving what's still left. You broke my forever. You shattered every vow we made, left my heart beneath the echoes of the promises that faded. Now every sunrise feels like midnight. Every smile is just pretend. I lost the only soul I trusted. I lost my lover and my friend. If forever had a heartbeat, yours was all mine ever knew. Now forever is a graveyard where every memory leads to you. You broke my forever, and I'm still loving someone who stopped loving me. Some people leave your life, some people leave your heart. You left both, and that's the part I'll never survive.